Shalom, la bachayarium shal yashala. Peace be to the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, whom are destined for salvation. The 144,000 Nabayayim, which are the prophets, and of course the rest of the 1/3, which are men, women, and children, which will believe in the words of the Lord, which the Most High's name is Yahweh, and his only begotten Son's name is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Call Allahim La, Allahayim now, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem Chakodash. All praises to our power, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem Chakodash, which Yahweh is the true Almighty, powerful name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. His only begotten Son's name is Yahweh Shai, as I have mentioned. B'Hashem meaning the name, Recha meaning spirit, Kodash is holy, which I utter in the Paleo Hebrew, the language that has been returned back to the Hebrew Israelites, which are scattered abroad and also, of course, waking up to their heritage in America and throughout the various countries. No matter who they look, confusion of face, looking like, of course, a heathen or not. So you gotta say Shalom, Wa meaning and, Shinya Kabad La Shalayach Yam Nawa Wa Zakon Yam Nawa Shalayah Sha'ala, which that is double meaning Shanya. Kabad is honor, Allah is two. Shalayach means apostle. Yum makes it plural. Nawa is our. Wa is in. Zakonyam Nawa is elders. Our of Great Millstone. Godwalla Rekub. Godwalla meaning great. Rekub is millstone. Shalom la bachayarium shal yashala. Peace be to the elect. Again, I can kindly stress that enough. Shemya Mappa, my name is Mappa from the Great Millstone Plaintables camp located here, Baha Babal in Babylon, which is America. Baha Ayar, which is in the city of Philadelphia. Coming again with another wee lesson. Kodash is the Holy Spirit. This lesson was originally, or the inspiration, the breath. So breath is given by Yahweh B'Hashem Shai. Just moving through all things. Came through this article here, which it says, take the hassle of shopping with the Swatch Pay contactless payment watch, which you have what is a smartwatch, which I'm going to read here. It says convenience, optimization, efficiency. These are the words to define the age we live in. They apply to the modern mindset, but they also apply to the other tools and systems we build, from 24-hour or 24/7 to your door meal delivery to predictive typing. This is, of course, all blessings that is given to Esau. Alright, you must note payment systems to have come a long way from the days of bartering over crops and animals. First we had coins, then banknotes, plastic cards, and most recently it became possible to pay everything with our all-seeing, all-doing mobile devices. Ever the inventor, the iconic Swiss watch brand Swatch, wants to take a final efficiency flaw of making payments and provide a new solution to always hand or wrist. The answer, Swatch Pay. And I must note that this here, this convenience, optimization, and efficiency, these are selling words to bring people on board with the agenda of the elite, which they want the entire Wakamani of the world, all inhabitants of the world, to have this RFID microchip actually embedded within their bodies, which is transhumanism, merging artificial intelligence with the human body, in which they want to make cyborgs. They want to make you completely integrated within the Internet of Things. You yourself a part of the vast network of items which are all connected to the internet and the system, which this is a pit made by Esau, whom want to know of your whereabouts at all times, every financial transaction which you make, want to of course regulate your health, just to know some of the various abilities which this technology have. Now, this is biblical prophecy, because you have it where this is a wearable, as I know as it, which has the technology. It isn't injected in your body though. It's of course wearable technology, but ultimately the RFID microchip is to be placed, inserted into your body, which is a fulfilling of the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and 15, which it reads here. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The image of the beast is the system, the Roman system, in which our system is all modeled after. The old Roman system is here. It's just in the modern day, which of course this system, through as what you have the beast, which you have of course they push the forms of democracy, the homosexuality, the lies, the covetousness. Okay, you have, Senate votes. All right, these are part of the image of the beast, which is part of the image of the beast is this RFID microchip, also known as the NFC chip. It reads on that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you aren't down or are accepting towards the various parts of this system, which a part of the system is this RFID microchip, NFC chip, which is part of the, as it's noted, NWO, or New World Order, which that of course is the agenda, the plan of the elite. This last ditch plan to of course try to get his birthright back, which is Esau Edom, the wicked. You're going to be of course subject to being put to death, or you may be put to death by guillotine for not taking the chip in other various ways. Give me a wee moment. Alright, it says here now, verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, which he is the elite of the Edomites, which have the whole world, pursuant to the book of Job 9:24. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, So everybody from your lowest to your greatest, from your most rich and of course your most poor, being of a low social status. So this will encompass everyone, okay? Free and bond, those whom are incarcerated are free to roam, and to receive the mark, which the mark is chragma in the Greek, which is incision. So you know, so the mark of the beast is an incision in your body, which that's what the RFID chip is an incision that goes within your body. A printed mark, a stamp, a thing carved, a sculpture, which note Israelites, Hebrew Israelites, consistently so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, those that have been scattered abroad throughout the dispersed to the rest of the countries, which your spirit bear witness with our spirit. You kindly, of course, take this chip. This would be a violation of Leviticus 19 and 28, which is Bible and the scriptures were given unto us only. So you have to, of course, be obedient to it. Once you, of course, you are woken up to your heritage, which has been stripped. You've been told that you are a byword. You're a Scot, and you're a black man, or you're a Norwegian, or you're a Mexican, or you're a Native American. You have to go back to your actual heritage. You know, you are from the 12th tribe of Israel. You are a Judite from the tribe of Yehoiada, which means the Most High thinks. You are a Benjamite from the tribe of Benjamin, so-called West Indians. Judites are so-called Negroes. You are a Levite, so-called Haitian, Loya in the Hebrew, joined to. Ephraim, I am fruitful. Issachar, so-called Mexicans, which Ephraim is so-called Puerto Ricans. Also, you have tribe of Manasseh, so-called Cubans. Just to name some of the tribes. And of course, if you don't know who your father, and this all due to father, if you don't know who your father is, of course, this is determined due to spirit. The spirit bear witness with our spirit that we're the children of power. So, if you take this chip, which is a violation here, this is Leviticus 19 and 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the deed, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh. Okay, Yahweh is the Most High's name, which means He exists. All right, so and they're supposed to do this. Mark, which is Kwai, I believe. Yeah, Kwai, Bahabariath, incision, imprintment, tattoo, a gash, okay, in your body. So, when you go to it, see, the wearable is only a conditioning, a let me see if I can look up that word for precursor. Let me look up that word. Okay, the word for precursor, let's see this definition, what it reads. It says here, a person or thing that comes before another of the same kind, a forerunner. Right, so you have it. This is a precursor. It's something that one that precedes or indicates the approach of another, which these wearable have the technology. It's just not put in your body. It's outside of your body, but it's the same technology which they want to put in your body. So these wearables are precursors for the RFID microchip. are also known as the NFC, which is near field communication chip. So this rise in popularity and being presented to you to use in the phase note of cash, this all works towards the agenda of the elite, the Edomites. So reading on, it says here in this article, wait, actually I'm gonna go back in Revelation. Let's see, where were we? Give me a wee moment. Might have to pull it up again. Give me a wee moment. Okay, Karawa, I read. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So ultimately they want this to be either just in your body in general, but of course you had the prophet John the Revelator received a vision, seeing the chip being implemented. Alright, they have of course the forehead that goes into the brain chips and such, okay, which you have the neural lace being developed. They already have various forms of brain chips too, okay, at a kind of not in its you would say maximum or the maximum isn't the word, but isn't it a word, but I just want to more say in its perfection, but the technology is there. They want this stuff to be pretty much seamless, not primitive. But anyway, it goes on in that no man might buy or sell save he that had the name of the mark, or had the mark, slach. Let me read that again from the top. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. So if you don't have this mark, and when they which is the chip, the RFID microchip, when they make it mandatory, because it's already being used in various European countries, also in America you have it. Some people have this in their bodies. You can go into the 3 Square Market company, which had the chipping party for their employees, which just has the ability to perform various tasks such as using printers that have NFC and RFID readers. Opening doors have the same thing, and of course it can make transactions. So this prophecy is spoken of, and it's happening. It's spoken of before, and it's happening now. Alright, going on, it says on the number of his name, it says, here's wisdom, let he that hath understanding count the number of the beasts, and for is the number of a man, Esau, and which that is, yeah, Esau, he's wicked. Alright, and his number is 606, 600 3 score and 6, so 666. Alright, so now you're gonna go to this, because this next article, because you should be warned by, of course, your leaders in your churches about this, because it's in the scriptures is a major prophecy, which it's pretty much the last prophecy we're waiting to see fulfilled before the destruction, the Jacob's trouble, and its full fruition in the World War III. So I'm gonna read more back in this article, and it says here that even the innovator, iconic Swatch wants you to take the final efficiency flaws of making payments and provide a new solution, and always hand to wrist, which you have it where this will put in your primarily in your right hand. All right, the chip, left hand if you're in Europe. The answer, Swatch Pay. Okay. Which this is just a precursor, as I said. Which Swatch Pay time really is money, and making payments is simple as tapping a contactless payment terminal and with your Swatch Pay watch, which uses NFC, which is near field communication radio chip hidden beneath the dial. The device doesn't even require a battery to make a payment, although the watch standard time telling functions are of course battery powered. So you see the technology, and as it says in the scriptures, you see about this device, which is a thought, chashab in the Hebrew, I believe. We're not ignorant of that, of Satan's devices, which that is in, might be in Corinthians, probably like 2:8 or something. See if it comes up. I spelled ignorant wrong. Satan devices. Let's see where we have it. This is it's actually 2:11. It says, least Satan should get advantage of us. Satan, of course, is Esau, Edom. All right. He's, of course, the deceiver, the enemy, adversary, which Satan means enemy or adversary, of the nation of Israel. This is so-called Negroes, Latinos, the Americans. We should know, of course, whom our enemy is. It says never to trust our enemy. At least Satan should get advantage of us. And of course, if you're not in the know, he would have advantage over you. For we are not ignorant of his devices. Which devices is a thing from Nuima or Nome. Slakia for the mispronunciation, is a thought, an evil purpose. We know of this purpose because due to Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, we have been revealed this prophecy of what the actual chip is. Or for the microchip being the mark of the beast. So give me a wee moment again. So let's go to the next excerpt, or back to the article. And I must note that this chip will be running off your bodies, your energy in your body. I have to go into, of course, the specifics, but we know our body, all right, is made up, obviously, of energy. Would like to explain it better, but I will have to go into it in a future lesson, so I'll do that. Alright, give me a moment. Alright, so going on, it says here that continuous innovation is a key strand of the Swatch DNA. The latest advance with the introduction of the fastest simple tokenization, making it easier even than ever to pay forever. Token up your swatch, swipe it, and you're done. Swatch Pay is simple, stylish, and swatchy. So they're of course making it a trend, a new trend for people to follow, but they want this trend to be they want it to be for their forever, if of course they could rule forever, the Edomites. But of course the Lord is going to upset this plan, of course, when he comes back. It says that the Lord is going to put out the candle of the wicked. Okay, he's going to also when Satan's belly is when he's eating, then the Lord is going to come and basically take him out, which we'll get. That's in the book of Job. But I want to go into this other article. That's basically it. Technology is only skin deep. Subdermal microchip implants. Flash forward Fridays. All right, flash forward, right? Which this is ultimately what they want. The chip inserted. Palisade, which charagma goes back to the Greek word charax, which root, and it means a palisade, meaning a thing, a stake. All right, a trench. All right, what's that? Yeah, put into you. Okay. So you see it, Revelation 13:16, right here to life. It says here, a small in size, big in power. Big on power. It says, in the not too distant past, computers or mass machines that could fill the entire room. Today, they can fit in their palm in our hands. This is what we're talking about. Awarium wa Thummim, all right, which is the Urim and Thummim, as you're the spirit, of course, the apostle now that brought out. Of course, you have it, our smartphones, computers, all right, which have the use of the unicorn, the internet, and such. Now, of course, as you can see, this was ancient technology just coming back here. I thought now. You had, of course, the Kahanium, the priests of Yahweh Shemashah, that had, the ephod and such. Be able to see, all right, future events. Acquire this information, which that's what we can do with this the awarium, or the lights, which the lights in awarium is, awar means light in Hebrew, and perfection is thummim, which is perfect. But that's another lesson for another time. Unicorn is the internet, but we're gonna just keep going. It says, for some, the next step is in the ever shrinking, evolving system, and it's the microchip, no bigger than a grain of rice, implanted directly into the body. While this may sound like the beginning of a dystopian sci-fi novel, it's actually a growing trend among a few technology savvy individuals. That goes into, of course, your biohackers. It says the use of the embedded body microchips is characterized under the spectrum of biohacking, which I just mentioned, which is a basic umbrella term for what covers a wide range of do-it-yourself practices, most of which involve the application of systems thinking mindset to the human body. Imagine being able to do everything with your smartphone now, but even faster. Now, of course, we'll add with your 5G, making that possible. It says being able to enter your home, workplace, or car with the slightest hand gesture, sending someone your information by just pointing your finger at their phone. So that's completely contactless. it says that's exactly what the biometric chip implants are, which that's body measure, using your body, all right, which it goes into, give me the authenticate your identity. That's what biometrics goes into, using your body to verify, authenticate you. And just being a chip being inside your body will authenticate your identity. Like your voice can be using biometrics, your eye retina scan can be biometrics, your fingerprint, that's biometrics. It says are currently being designed to do. It serves as a way to connect people to the IoT, which is the Internet of Things, in a much more physical way, by being integrating the Internet of Things with the Internet of your own body. So I mean, us being the prophets of Yahweh Shem Hashai, we study on these things and we do these lessons constantly, so we have a full understanding of it. Through Yahweh Shem Hashai, which revealed his secrets unto his servants, to the prophets. So you being, of course, Israelites, okay, whom this is for, who have been given this warning, you should, of course, take heed. If not, you'll thereby be destroyed if you take this chip. We give you the warning so that you wouldn't be destroyed, so that you can have salvation if you are predestined to have that. Because salvation is for the nation of Israel right now, for the elect. Which the Lord is going to save. So it says here, these microchip utilize radio frequency identification, near field NFC, RFID. Microchips can be used as password or keys. With the NFC, can be used to store electronic credit card and cryptocurrency. So that's how you, of course, be able to buy and sell, because your financial information would be on it, be able to perform those tasks. It says the implants themselves, which means excuse me, slachia, that is excuse me in Hebrew, Lashon Kodash. It says the implants themselves are shaped like cylinders which contain biologically safe epoxy resin, the microchip, in a copper antenna coil designed without a battery or a power source. They remain inactive until they come within the range of the reader device, which communicate with the device through a magnetic field. You have to, of course, you communicate via another, terminal, etc. It says who's actually using it. It goes into, of course, the what I mentioned about that 3 square market, and also the biohackers out there in Sweden have at least over 4,000 Swedes that have the chip within them. Okay. Fad or future says the main concerns that the people have but the microchip are primarily focused on the privacy, cyber security issues. However, with the ubiquitous and sometimes careless usage of smartphones and wearable, the vast majority of users are already pretty vulnerable in both areas. The implantable microchip does present some interesting practical applications, which is still some are enthusiastically embracing the idea of incorporating this kind of technology into their bodies. Still, with so much people against it, it's really too soon to tell whether the direction the trend will go in. I told you where the direction is going. It's going to be a mandatory government issued thing. So hopefully, of course, you've been edified by this lesson. I'll leave the links in the description box. This is simple, quick, to the point, though it is pretty long, but that's just how the Spirit have it, me bring it out. Verify, call Allah, Yahweh, Bashim, Shabbat, Shem, Koko, Dustin, the blind cells, Apostle, Great Millstone, Shalom to the elect.